Welcome to the Kai and K Show. Here's where we speak up on it. Here's our portion of the D Mac and Kai Show where we can talk about various topics. Today we're going to talk a little NCAA football, the rankings, where teams are lining up to, and at the end of today, what would happen, and what could happen um, after this week's games. Coming right back right after this message.
In order to have anything in this world, you must speak up on it. In order to have anything in this world, you must speak up on it. Oh, that you're punching in Versace, she don't want it. She like it hot just like a coffee in the morning. And if you want it, then you gotta speak up on it. Said if you want it, then you better speak up on it. 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 Said if you want it, then you better speak up on it. Said if you want it, then you got.
Brother D Mac, how you doing today, brother?
Oh man, I'm doing well. How about yourself over there?
Oh man, you know what they say, same song, second verse. You know. So yeah, man, we got some interesting things that happened over the weekend, and uh, we getting starting to get a little closer and closer to this 12-team playoff they got going on in college
Yeah.
football. And what's your thoughts on it?
You know, and we always talk about the different stuff going on, but it's still heavy. The same conferences are still heavy, in the rankings. So, you know, the playoff is gonna look like, the same old stuff to me. It's heavy Big Ten, heavy.
You there? You kind of froze up in there. Hold on a second. What happened to you? Kind of froze up in there. So D Mac was saying that the conference was heavy SEC and heavy Big Ten, which is I don't know why. Uh, to me personally, this is the same thing um, that was happening when they just had four teams. I mean, if you're gonna just have, if you're just gonna put the SEC and Big Ten and all of them playoff, whether it's 4 teams or 12 teams, how's it even different? You know what I'm saying? It should be, personally, to me, it should be 2 teams per conference, regardless, and you should have at least 16 teams in this conference. I mean, in the playoffs. I mean, you know, they do it in every facet of all organized sports. I mean, if you can lose 3 games and still make the playoffs, you know, how's that fair to a team that's got 1 loss or no losses from so-called smaller conferences? I don't know why we should just do away with this Power Five and Power Four stuff because in majority, um, the teams that you rank in the top 10 in the beginning of the season, more than half of them not even in the top 10 anymore. So I don't know how we can justify just because you say that they are the top 10. Uh, yeah. So I was talking. I'm just letting them know that until you click back up in here, you know that you froze out. Okay, there you go. So go
Yeah,
ahead. I told them you was talking about the uh, the 4 teams from the SEC. That's where it stopped you at. What was you saying?
yeah. 4 teams SEC, 4 teams from Big Ten, and then a sprinkle of everybody else in there.
Hmm.
Uh, so it's you got four 2-loss SEC teams. And that's nobody else in there. No other conference in there got anybody with 2 losses except for the SEC. So that's just saying the rank. Again, the the voters who rank these teams is just saying that the SEC is stronger than everybody else, and they can get people in with 2 losses in this playoff. Where if you look at that, you look at that top 25, man, there's some good teams in there they're gonna get left out, and it's no different from when it was 4 teams. It's no difference.
You know, right? So what you do with what you do with Army? Oh well, I know. I guess they say they strength of scheduling is light or whatever, but they do play Notre Dame, right?
Right?
And then they'll play Tulane in a championship in the AAC championship, right?
Yep.
What you do with a team like with Army or Tulane? Uh,
I
play
mean, they're gonna be outside looking in, bro. It's a shame because you talk about we talk about how teams travel and bring a lot of people to the game. You think Army won't fill up a stadium?
right, right,
you
right.
think you think anybody in the armed forces ain't gonna fill up a stadium? Crazy, crazy. Now, will they win? Will they beat some? Yeah, they could beat some of these teams
Oh yeah,
because
very
they
it's very
discipline,
hard to stop that type of offense.
and it's hard to stop that offense, and a
Right.
lot of teams can't do it. So again, you looking at it's you're gonna have some good teams on the outside that's got have an argument. How it you got Army ranked at number 18 there, right? And their conference is not considered a Power Five, so they don't get an automatic bid with the conference championship win. They go. Let's say they go undefeated. Let's say they knock off Notre Dame or whoever it is else they got to play, and they sitting there at 12-0, but they sitting at number 15.
Man.
you know, and that's the way it's going to end up. It's going to end up that way.
So um let's see. So I guess it goes like this, from my understanding. Out of the top 12 teams, if you're a conference champion in the top 12, you get out of the well you're supposed to get the top bids, 1 through 4.
Out of the Power Four conferences. Yeah,
But you got a Big 12 team that's not in the top 12, and if they win their championship, they don't get in the top 4. They move Boise, right?
yeah,
The end of today it would be Boise, right?
yeah,
And so no, wait a minute, hold on, because Notre Dame automatically, if they win out, they get a number 5 spot. They don't get to become in the top 4 regardless whether they win all their
right.
games or not. They don't get a top seed.
I
They
don't.
they become number 5. They are automatic 5.
Yeah, I believe.
Yeah.
Um,
So I mean, this is crazy. So you put now, and I think which they might be in trouble because they still got to play SC. Um, and they play Army this week too, right? Yeah. So
I
they play
think so.
Army this week. Whew, man, because they
Yes,
already lost
it's
to
man. We talk about it. Let this thing gonna have to play itself out, right? We get and this is what it's meant to do. Meant to have us talking about it, controversy. The whole way. That's why they don't release the 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 real rankings as they call it until like the 6th or 7th week. What are you talking about? It should be from you rank them from the beginning, and that's how you roll. Put all of that math into consideration right away, but I guess they want a sample size of what everybody's doing before they go ahead and start really ranking them. But uh, it this thing is gonna have to play itself out, conference title. But they got too many little caveats, like you said, if you got to be in the top 12 and win a big four, a big four conference championship. There's no reason why you shouldn't be in the top 12 if you do win one.
Okay. So here's this thing. Like, I think they should just do away. I was explaining when you froze out to the folks out there that I believe you should get rid of this conference championship stuff, right? Especially if you don't have it lined in east or west, north and south. You know what I'm saying? Divisionally, to
Hmm.
whereas the top person in this division will pay the top person in that division for the championship.
Right.
You just basically going top two
Top
or
two.
that you deem now because the tiebreakers are weird as it is because you
Right.
can have one team lose to another team, but if they have a common opponent and this person loses to that team, but what if they don't have a common opponent? Then you go by points, what you put up. I mean, this is just weird, bro.
Right.
So
Because let me tell you a little crazy caveat about the tiebreakers.
mm,
When I was at Washington, my senior year, um, we were I want to say 6-2 in conference, right?
mhm.
6-2 in conference, and there were two other teams that were 6-2 in conference, and we all beat each other. The same type of thing that you're talking about. We all beat each other. You know why we got to go to the Rose Bowl instead of them?
What
Because we went the year before.
is that? How they did that?
How crazy is that? That was the tiebreak because we went the year before, so we got to defend our championship.
Okay, so okay, all right. So okay, well, so let's go back to last year when Georgia and Alabama. Georgia was undefeated 2 years in a row.
Hmm.
Played in the conference championship, lost to Alabama. They only lost one game in 2 years, and they
Right.
were totally out of the playoffs. So
Crazy, right?
so so if in that essence they should have got in.
Yep. They
On
would
my,
have got in if they was on that same rules that we were the Pac-10 back then. That was the rule. If you had
bro,
went the year before and you won it and you were tied up at the top, then you go.
bro, this bro, this is just weird, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
NCAA, man, that rule book this thick.
they gonna have to definitely. Well, 12 teams. I don't understand why we have to every time experiment with just a little instead of just do it right the first time. You know,
Right.
we should have had 16 teams in this thing
16 teams, period.
anyway. In every other
16,
football, in every
right,
other organizational sport, 16-team playoff, bro. What's this? Why? Oh, because so are they already talking about next year? It's going to be 14 teams, and
right.
then 16.
And
Bro,
you
how
still
about
got the
with the
same
six?
issue. So instead of four teams getting a bye next year, only two teams will get a bye next year.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Uh,
and then you got to figure out those top two. But see, what's going to happen is next year you're going to mess around and have four undefeated conference champions, and then how you going to do it?
I guess they're gonna go with this crazy strength of schedule and stuff. Like I said, I think they should just get rid of this power, whatever crap, whatever. And then here's the thing: they should penalize the SEC for playing these Mercers and uh, Woolforks and Murray States late in the season, your eighth game in the season. You playing these donuts, bro. You should
Right?
be penalized for that. You know what I'm saying? This is some crap, and they do
That
that
should
every
mess
year.
up, that should mess up your strength of schedule big time.
It's terrible. It shouldn't even. If you playing teams like that, right? And you so called, you say we supposed to be so powerful SEC. You should never be playing no teams like that. I don't care what it's for, money, whatever. There's
Right?
plenty other teams you could be playing in other conferences that you should be compete with for that spot in the playoffs. They should be penalized for playing these donuts late in the season, and all of them do it. They all
And
do
it's
it. Every
and
last
it's
one.
not gonna happen. Excuse me. It's not gonna happen. They're not gonna penalize them. It's the SEC rules and shit, man. They run this shit.
Uh, uh yeah. Uh, all these so-called and this is what they was talking about how Miami. Okay, let's put that up. Let's go back to this. They said Miami. They were arguing this morning about how Miami is ahead of Alabama and Georgia in the new top 10. Right? Is
But
that
they're
right?
not.
Hold on. This ain't. That's not. That couldn't be it because on the new schedule that I was looking at, they
Yeah,
had.
hold on.
Uh, let's see here.
Let me
I think
see.
pull it up for me.
Yeah, I got a picture. Hold on.
Let's see.
Miami's at 8, so they're behind Alabama.
They're behind Alabama.
Yeah, they're at 8.
Now, well, now which one you looking at? Is coaches poll? Because it's two of them. There was a, I think it's the coaches
Uh,
poll. I think they're talking about.
oh, not sure.
Look at because you looking at which one, the AP or the other one. I
Let me
think that's
see.
the AP that they were talking about that Georgia and Alabama were behind Miami,
Let's see.
and that they should be because Miami hadn't played a top a ranked team.
Gotcha. So the AP poll, Miami is 11, and they're behind all of those SEC teams. They're
And what
behind
about
Alabama,
what
Georgia,
about the other poll?
Ole Miss, and Tennessee. Um, AP. Let's see what other rankings we got.
Because that's what they were arguing about on ESPN this morning. Mr. Feinbaum and homegirl Heather Dinnick, the one that talked all that crap about Colorado and how they wasn't going to win more than 3 games and all this other.
Yeah, only thing that keep popping up is the AP, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, they had put up a. I wish I could pull. I can't pull. Let's see here. Can't pull up. But anyways, they had. That's what the discussion was this morning on ESPN. They were talking about how Miami was ahead of Georgia and Alabama, and uh, and how ludicrous that was. But I'm saying, look here, they got one loss, and the other
And
team,
they number one in their conference. Neither one of those two teams we're talking about are even number one in their conference.
right, or don't even gonna look like they're gonna. They could play for the championship, but which
They
one?
not. Then yeah, one only one of them is because Texas is top.
Well, Texas still have to. Texas got who left on their schedule? They got Texas A&M. Who they play this week?
Got Texas A&M. Let's see. Uh,
Do they play Illinois or Virginia? No, that's Miami.
Texas football. Let's see their schedule. Da, 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 da. They got Kentucky this week and Texas A&M next week.
Okay, so wow,
Kentucky at home, A&M on the road.
wow,
So yeah, it's that time of year though,
yeah,
where the rankings kind of go out the window. When you start talking with your rival stuff, you don't. Hey, and A&M is ranked number 15 right now, and Kentucky, they didn't show that they can beat the best.
gotcha. Here's another thing I want to bring up, man. We're talking about the guys that's going to be in New York. What's that on December 4th or December 7th or something like that for the Heisman?
Yep.
And they don't have this boy right here in the top 5, man. This is crazy, bro. That's
It's
crazy. It's so disrespectful, man.
it's
To me,
it's
it's so
called
disrespectful, dog.
it's called backwards nepotism, homie. Because his last name is Sanders. They man, it's I don't know. It's like they don't want to, and he flashy like his dad, and he's good. The boy's good, man. His stats
Here's
speak for himself. 3,200 yards passing. He's ranked in the top three in touchdown passes in across the nation. How is he not one of the top players in the country?
bro. This dude, they say now everybody says across the board. All I hear is he should be the first one off the board as far as quarterback
Yep.
in the draft.
If the team,
Some of
yeah,
them
first
even
quarterback
projected
off the board.
if you need a quarterback, if you don't take this guy to be, or he potentially going to be the first pick, if depending on what team it is, and if they need a
Right.
quarterback, right?
Right.
So how does this dude still look like he's eighth with yours and the other cat, Klubnik or somebody else? I think they even got Klubnik ahead of this dude uh, in the Heisman race. Now I understand potential to win the Heisman because we all know that should be Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter's going to win the Heisman,
Yeah.
bar none. That's given. But he should. This kid should be in there. Should be there as one of the finalists, bro. You know.
No question. Yeah, I think so too. They should have, and I I really think they just don't want they don't want that kid. They don't want two
Oh,
teammates.
and especially how they, you know, uh, they had him projected as finishing 11th, right?
Right.
And in 2 years, he got them potentially, if they went out being in the conference championship and going
Yep.
on to the playoffs, and you can't, and it's the highest it's ranked. dude rank is eighth. This is crazy, bro. He, 8 straight games over 250 yards.
Yeah.
Right. Second in the nation in touchdowns. I mean, what you want? I
What
don't know.
else do you? What
Yeah,
else
what?
can you ask of that kid? What else can you ask?
Man, just crazy, bro.
What
But
else can you ask?
but
But
so what you think gonna happen this week with them in Kansas, man? Everybody seems to think Kansas is on a little bit of a hot streak. They done knocked off two ranked opponents in 2 weeks in a row in Iowa State and BYU.
yeah,
And potentially almost did three because it took Kansas State a last uh, second field goal to beat them
right,
5-2. I think it was the week prior to that.
right.
So they've been playing some good ball. They last 4 out of 5 games, I think. You know what I'm saying? So and they need this game actually in the next game to become bowl eligible.
Colorado's just got to play Colorado football, man, and they can't start slow.
Mm.
You know, they got to come out firing. They got to come out ready, and not come out in molasses and then come out of it and then start speeding up. You got to come out, man. When you're the better team, you got to put it on these other teams earlier. They think, oh, we got them, we can get them. Can't give them that confidence. Come out, score 10 to 14 points in the first quarter, and don't give up no points. And then you got now the other team is doubting themselves, like, oh man,
So,
they
so
are
why
that
so why you think they starting off slow, man? What you think? What you think the problem is?
good. Honestly, man, I've watched it, and you've watched it as well. I don't have the answer. I don't know if it's uh, you know they it's not jitters, it's not none of that. It's just like they come out they come out like a boxing match. you know they trying to feel out the other team and see what they doing, but you've been watching film all week. You know what they're getting ready to do. So
Absolutely, absolutely.
why are we going through this feeling out stage the first 5, 6, 7 minutes of the game, or even the whole first quarter? Next thing you know, in the first quarter, you're down 7-0 or 3-0 or whatever it is. It's like, and and but it looks like though they they like the comeback. They look like they like the comeback. They
Mm-hmm.
like getting down and having a little adversity and all of that, instead of just coming out and just plowing through. But that just comes with maturity and all of that stuff, man. But they do, they when they down, you guarantee you they gonna give you some get back. They're gonna come back and they're gonna start off. It's almost like you gotta slap them in the face and they go, oh, we in a fight. Okay, cool.
So I'm looking at them. A couple things. Um, I I think personally, I don't like the way they script their plays in open. I think they're too conservative. With a team like that, with that much talent, bro, you can attack. They're attacking too much horizontal than vertical, I think. And then also, it should be a quick game till you figure out what they're trying to do to you, right? Let's get your timing going. Get the quick game going. Slants, you know what I'm
Right,
saying? Routes, you know what I'm saying? Texas routes, you know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of motion, and then also run the damn football because the dude had over a 37-yard run last week, and he only
right,
carried the ball 7 times. The dude had averaging 7 point some yards a carry, and he only carried the
right.
ball 7 times. That makes no sense, bro. Run the football because look here, you take the pressure off of SHEDEUR.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? When he don't have to sit up here and run around and play three flies up. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right. Slinging the ball all over the damn place.
Crazy
Yeah,
to me. I don't understand. This Pat Schumer comes from the NFL, and this dude will. I don't. To me, I don't know if SHEDEUR is checking out of this shit and calling pass plays when there were run plays called. But then
yeah.
again, like I said, even they don't even have the necessary personnel and all this zone left, zone right. Dude, I want to see more traps because when they run the traps, they work. When they run the
Right,
counters, they work. You know what I'm saying? Give me
right,
some G pull with the quick toss. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
right.
and if you're gonna run zone, can I see zone cutback once, at least once? You know what I'm
So
saying? Yeah,
so I pull
change
up
it.
the stats. I pull up the stats real quick.
Mm-hmm.
as a team, as a team on the entire season, they have 770 rushing yards.
And we in week 13.
Yeah. So 10 games, they averaging 77 yards rushing a game. That's it.
That's not good enough, bro. Not if you
That's
want to win a championship, bro. Not if you want to get to the championship, and because if you get in that tournament
yeah.
and you doing that, you're going to have a quick exit.
It's
Them
gonna
teams
be
are
real
too
quick.
good. This is when you need to develop this right now. You know what I'm saying? Get your
Yeah.
team confidence and calling plays and mix it up. You know what I'm saying? You got they put this cat Isaiah Harge in and ran Wildcat with this dude. He busted for like 12 yards. But where that's
Yeah.
at? Where
Right.
that's at? Come on, bro. You wait to the third, fourth quarter to bring that out? When y'all
I'm
was
telling
struggling the whole first half, you know
you.
what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Punting the ball.
I can
Come on.
I understand that the strength is your passing game, but you gotta keep people honest.
Right.
And the bad part is when they do run the ball, it's effective. It's not like it's 2 yards and it's not like
Yeah,
they
when they
ended up
consistently
with
do it,
third
when
and
they
long.
consistently do it, they seem to, it's there. You know what I'm saying? So uh I don't know, bro.
That's on
Anyway,
Shermer. That's on Shermer.
it is on him. And he just bro, he got it because the cat on the other side, the defensive coordinator, he doing his thing. He doing his
Oh
thing.
yeah,
He keep you in the game, bro.
he got them
He,
kids playing lights out defense right now.
dude, oh my God, the defense is beautiful. Now that defense right there, you play defense like they've been playing, that defense can win a championship. They getting
Yeah,
turnovers, they getting pressures, they getting
yep,
TFLs, they doing it all, and they causing havoc out there, bro. And it's a different guy. It ain't the
yeah.
same guy, so they got the depth issues solved, right? So,
Hmm.
but Shermer, he got to get his act together, bro. He got to play some goddamn complimentary football with Livingston, calling the players on defense because only so long you're gonna be able to keep getting away with that type of shit before it catch up with you. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, absolutely, bro. You can't throw on first and second down and be third and 10 because we ain't caught the ball or a couple bad passes or whatever good defensive plays and whatnot.
Right.
You gotta establish you know some sense of the run.
Mm-hmm.
You got to.
Say, man, you got that book out there. You got that book. You got all those, that you like to get people a quote. You got that book handy
Good
with
little,
you,
good
huh?
little, good little quotes. I got a question. It's kind of a question. It's a rhetorical question. It's for some thought. It's for some deep thought, and I say it simply this way: are you doing 100% of your 50%? I'll
Mm.
say that again. Are you doing 100% of your 50%? Okay. Here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm asking you. We all sit
You gotta
around.
explain this one. You gotta explain this one. Explain this.
Yeah,
Are you doing
absolutely.
100% of your 50%?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Relationships are 50-50 contracts, right?
Okay.
They 50-50.
Okay.
We all sit around, complain, bitch, moan about your spouse, about your significant other, what they not doing, what they do to get on your nerves, what this, what that, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
But are you putting in 100% of your half? Are you doing everything that you're supposed to be doing on
Gotcha.
your half of the ledger? That's 100% of your 50%. And if you ain't doing 100%, if you slacking off here, there, and the other, why are you complaining about them slacking off doing this, that, and the other?
Gotcha.
Now, if you all in and you feel like you doing 100%, you doing everything that's asked of you in that relationship, and all of that, then cool. You can sit there and fuss and bitch and moan
Mhm.
about what they ain't doing and all of that. But are you doing your 100% of your 50?
So look here. So y'all hear what he's saying now, right? Y'all hear what he's saying, which makes it was confusing at first because I'm thinking like, why wouldn't you be giving 100% anyway? You know, but and why would 50% even be in? But when I get you because if it's a 50-50 ordeal here, and you ain't bringing 100% of your half of the 50, then don't expect the other
Amen.
person. Hey,
Amen.
got you.
Amen.
I'm with you.
Amen, bro. You
I'm with
got me. I knew
I'm
you
with
get. I knew you'd give me
you.
in a minute. It takes some explaining because I ask that question every now and then to some folks, and they go, well, damn, I never thought of it that way. Well, yeah, man. You got and it just don't go with relationship. It go with any kind of relationship, friendships. You know, no matter who it's with, no matter what your relationship is, are you doing everything that you're supposed to be doing? Are you doing 100% of your 50?
Yeah, I guess that's why I'm single, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think I think that's why I'm single, bro. You know what I'm saying? You
You
know what I
ain't,
mean? That's
you ain't ready to do that 100. You ain't giving up that 100 or that 50,
hey,
dog.
hey, hey. So all I have to do is worry about my 100 all the time. I ain't got to worry about your 50 or your 50 to 100. You know what I'm saying? That's why
I
I'm
can
a,
do it. I can do it all by myself. I can do
you
it
do it
all by
all
myself.
by myself, man. You can't don't.
With some, and it's give and take. Some days you're gonna have to give 110 to make that 100 work. You know what I mean?
Right.
Sometimes you got to pick up the slack here and there as well.
Yeah.
But if you're giving less than all of it up front, then y'all ain't getting 100%. Period.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, anyways, that's D Mac's thoughts for the days. Y'all think about that one. That's a good one right there, D Mac. I like that one. I like
And we
that one.
might we might have to do a live show on that one and bring everybody in so we can chat on that.
Hey, we're gonna definitely do that, man. We have to find us a nice little time slot. That's just our own time slot, and we can be consistent with it and get everybody involved with this. So,
Yeah, that sound like a good one though.
look here, y'all. If y'all having a comment, like, and subscribe, please do to the channel. This is Speak Up On It. This is D Mac and Kai's session of the Kai and K show. And till next time, brother.
Y'all be good out there.
Peace.